To everybody who watches this video, I am Stefan Lorenzo, back in this thing one more again. I'm happy to share this message with y'all. You gotta forgive me, I just got through working out. I'm over here at that LA Fitness in this Atlanta, Georgia. It's approximately 4:15 in the afternoon, and that is Eastern Standard Time. This video is gonna be short. Y'all know what, this is the holy month of Ramadan. And I just wanna share a message to the men and to the women out there. And if you coming in here, I'm glad that you're here. All I ask is that you hit that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And it's just like this. What I'm gonna talk about is the power of manifestation. And I'm gonna let y'all know how I got to this topic. The other day I was scrolling through Instagram, and because it's the holy month of Ramadan, and because I've been liking more Islamic material on my Instagram page, on my Instagram feed, you know, when you like a certain type of feed, a certain type of material, that's what Instagram keeps sending you. Like before Ramadan, I was always liking the pictures of, you know, full-size, fun-size, big booty women of all colors. Yeah, that's what I was doing prior to Ramadan. But now that we are in Ramadan, I've been doing my best to lower my gaze. When a Muslim says, some of y'all should know too, when a Muslim says lower your gaze, or lower, he's talking about lowering his gaze. He's talking about not looking at women, especially with a lustful eye. And this is a practice that's damn near extinct in present times, but the Muslim, he is supposed to uphold this. And before I expound on my message, there's wisdom within that. You know, as a player, or the ism, pimp, whatever you want to call it, we are taught in that lifestyle to look past a woman's sexuality, to look past her beauty, to look past her bodily prowess, to not be made weak by that, because that's what she's able to use on other men. You know what I mean? We are taught to look past her body, to look past that. So it's just funny that Islam, you know, teaches a man, the Muslim man, to lower his gaze and not to look at women lustfully. You know, so Allah truly is Akbar. Allah truly is the best of planners. He truly is the all-knowledgeable, the all-knowing, the all-hearing, the all-seeing. So anyway, I see we got one person in here. I need you to hit that like button. Yeah, I need you to hit that like button or get up out of here. Yeah, it's just like that. Pick a side. You can either hit the like button, you coming up in here, or just get out. Real talk. Real talk. We don't got no time to play. But anyway, as I've been liking more Islamic more Islamic material on my Instagram feed, this one particular video, actually a couple videos, but it was one in particular. It was a brother, he may have been of African descent, and he was at the Kaaba in Mecca, okay? And he was, you know, it's an honor if you're able to get near the Kaaba and to touch it. And a lot of people have a misconception, a lot of non-Muslims have a misconception that we worship the Kaaba. No, we don't worship the Kaaba. We don't worship the Kaaba. Muslims, we don't worship no man, no created being, and definitely no objects. The reason why the Kaaba is significant with Muslims, one of the many reasons, is because we Muslims, we believe that that was the original house of worship. Yes, that was the first house of worship, that the foundation was laid by Abraham and Ishmael, peace be upon them both, okay? And that Muhammad, peace be upon him, the final prophet of God, that when he conquered Mecca, he cleared the Kaaba of all the idols that the pagan Arabs had inside there. So if you're a Muslim and you're ever able to go to the house of God in Mecca, the Kaaba in Mecca, i.e., and especially be able to touch it, you know, it is said that you should say a prayer for whatever you want. And this particular brother, he said, Ya Allah, $500 billion, $500 billion, Ya Allah, $500 billion. And I found it very humorous that he would ask Allah for 500 billion. But as I got to keep watching the video, there was there was wisdom in that. There was the Islamic word, or should I say the Arabic word is hikmah. Yes, hikmah. There was a lot of hikmah in what the brother was asking for. I don't mean the actual amount of money, amount of wealth, etc. What I mean is that people don't know. I had to remember that me, myself, at that time, I had to remember that God is rich. The Creator is rich. And all this He created. And you can ask the Creator for whatever you want to ask Him for. Yeah, whatever you want to ask the Creator for, you can ask Him for, and you can get specific with it. I seen another thing on my feed on Instagram. If y'all not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me at I am Stefan Lorenzo 407. That's I am STEFAN Lorenzo LORENZO 407, all one word. I am Stefan Lorenzo 407. But anyway, you know, I'm not in the algorithm because everything I post is completely not in accordance with the algorithm of any social media platform. With that being said, I seen a sister, she was praying, she made a dua for a pink G-Wagon. Yeah, she was asking God for a pink G-Wagon, specifically pink. You know, not just any Mercedes, but a G-Wagon. And I seen the hikmah in that. And Allah has been sending me all kinds of signs this Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, last Ramadan, I must have been on some foolishness. Yeah, I must have been caught up in the world, caught up in the dunya. I know I was. The last two Ramadans, yeah, this ain't a testimonial. You know, Muslims, we ain't really into giving testimonials. However, I will say that yes, the past two Ramadans, I was still caught up in the dunya. I was caught up in the worldly life. Yes, dunya, this Arabic word for the worldly life. And, but seeing these things that were quite humorous, and you know, when you fasting, you think, when you going without food and water for, you know, 13, 14, 15 hours, you really can think. You really can think. And that's a side note. Just because you fasting, that does not give you the right to lay in bed all day or be inactive. No, your normal routine should continue while you're fasting. People should not be able to look at you and tell you're fasting, meaning you shouldn't look weak. You shouldn't look hungry. You shouldn't look thirsty. Yeah, touch your neighbor and say, you shouldn't look hungry. You shouldn't look thirsty. But anyway, these things, these signs got me to thinking about the power of manifestation. Well, first, the power of asking the Creator for what you want. We've gotten out of that. I know I have. I've gotten out of asking the Creator for what I want. When I was in jail, when I was in prison, when I was incarcerated, when I was locked down, I used to ask the Creator specifically for the things I wanted. Yeah, I used to do that a lot when I was locked up. But these past, 4 or 5 years since I've been home, I've gotten out of the practice of asking God for specific things of what I want. Very specific. And that is I'm doing myself a disservice in that. If you are not asking the Creator for things very specific for you, you're doing yourself a disservice, because the Creator, Allah, God, whatever name you want to call Him, He is rich. He is rich. We are poor. Yes, we are poor. All of us. Jeff Bezos included, we poor. So ask Allah. Ask Allah, ask God, ask the Creator for the things you want specifically. Yes, be very specific, not Pacific, but specific. Yes, there's no harm in it. Yes. This is part of the power of manifestation. I had to look back in my personal life and reflect that even though I have not been asking God for specific things when it comes to my life, I have been living my life as though God has already given me everything I want and could ever need. I repeat, I have been living my life as though God has given me everything I could ever want and need. That is the power of manifestation. Y'all can think on that. Yeah, so what do I mean by that? I mean, if you aspire to be a businessman in any shape, form, or fashion, you should carry yourself like you are already a successful businessman, even if you ain't even made your LLC yet. I repeat, even if you ain't even started your LLC yet, I need you to move, right, and act as though you are already a successful businessman. That's the power of manifestation. No, you ain't fronting. You ain't faking. You ain't fronting if you do that. You manifesting. Yeah, you manifesting. I know y'all been seeing everything that's been going on social media with 50 and Big Meech and all this other stuff. But I'm going to tell you something. One thing that I really dig from that BMF series, if you go and watch, especially in the first season, the little brothers, when they were showing Little Meech and Little Terry, his brother, they had a saying, and it would go, see it, touch it, obtain it. That's the power of manifestation. Yeah. I want y'all to know this worldly life, any material thing in here, any material thing in this life, and any woman, because I include women in material things. I'm sorry, forgive me. God forgive me. Y'all forgive me, God forgive me if I'm wrong for that. And the reason why I include women in material things, because men, there's no more honor, there's no higher honor for a man in his right mind than to have property, gold, diamonds, silver, and of course, women, and even children, you know? But yeah, though, the power of manifestation. I'm gonna let that build for a minute. Yeah. When's the last time you didn't give up? When's the last time you didn't give up? I know me, when's the last time I didn't give up? Hell, now. Yeah, y'all see me, I'm still coming with the message on this here YouTube channel. Yeah, we over 3,600 subscribers by the grace of God, by the skin of my teeth, solely by the grace of God, right? But I'm not gonna stop the message. I'm not gonna stop moving. I'm not gonna stop grooving. And yes, the TV show, Trainwreck Takeover, Wait for Love, yes, it's still coming out. It's still coming out, but you will see that even when this show does come out, I'm not gonna move no different. I'm not gonna move no different than what I already been moving, because I've been carrying myself as an entertainer, as a top-notch entertainer. That's why when I walk into these rooms, and it's other talent in there, independent artists, actors, models, etc., they all look, man, who this nigga think he is? Who this nigga think he is? That's because I know the power of manifestation. That's because I'm gonna keep coming in these rooms with my head held high and my chest out, because I know the power of manifestation. And you should too. If I've said anything of benefit, it is solely from the Creator. If I have said anything wrong or offensive, it is from myself. When God creates, he makes no mistakes. Big is beautiful too. It's up, it's stuck. Stefan Lorenzo.